Quai found. Look at that. Both cookies. Hello, and what a lovely Sunday. The time is 11:31 a.m. and today is Sunday the 22nd. It's an amazing day outside and it looks like we're warming up again. On a few of the days it had been intense in terms of weather conditions. We've had rainstorms, but now we're slowly going back to the summer-like weather that we've had earlier this month. So I've done a quick vlog yesterday, even if it was over 14 minutes. I had talked about my curse, with it being the 20th day of the month, based on a number of different concepts, with one of them being when I'm driving. And the 2 days that I have been in an accident while driving my car, both of them had fell on the 20th day of the month. So that got me thinking for several hours if on March 20th I should not drive at all, or if I should drive up to 10 miles for the day, 16 kilometers. So I drive a short distance. Yesterday, after I ended the vlog, I went to IKEA and I got myself another couple of new plush toys. So those are the two new plushables that I got that I'll add to my plushables collection. Boso and Chippy, with Boso being the bear and Chippy being the chipmunk. Well, those are the last new characters that I'm putting for my plushables series, because I already have several, and after this season I'll do one more year of plushables, so I'm not buying any more new characters for my plushables. And yes, that bear that I got yesterday, obviously I took it out of this astronaut suit. I mean, they still have these to this day, where they have a plush rabbit, plush cat, and a plush bear with these astronaut suits. I mean, they've had them for 2 years in the IKEA store, maybe 3 years, but when it has been a while. And also those alien plush toys. For a long time I had been thinking in my head, maybe I should refrain from getting that bear and the astronaut suit, but yesterday I thought, why not? Especially after seeing that chipmunk, I thought I get that and the bear. Oh, what a bummer. It is still wet on this ground. Although we have already started warming up. Well, as of yesterday, we have started to warm up. But yeah. So I am planning to debut one of the new characters on Friday's episode next week. As I've said, I am not buying any more new plush toys for my plushables series, because season 4 will be the last season that I do this. The first Friday of June 2027 will be the end of the series, and by the time I get to that point I will be 25. June of next year is going to be the end of the project where I film plushables episodes. The 4th season I will start from a very early point in time. It is still muddy in a lot of parts of this trail. There were a couple of bikers that went through a similar situation that I did the other day when I was riding my bike in that watery tunnel. It was absolutely flooded from a certain point. So the trail on the other side, if you take this trail, that's where you can get to the entrance of the Wood Canyon Park, which I tried to get in a
like 1 hour ago, but I found out that only the church parking is available due to the muddy ground in the main lot. So right now it is closed, that lot.
Oh, see that? Oh, maybe I'll get to show you a bit better. Oh, okay. Well, maybe you did, but because that biker that just passed by had his drone flying right behind him. It's so rare to see a bike rider or a vehicle driver fly a drone while it's just following it. Crazy.
Yeah, that got me thinking for a sec, like, what's it with that truck?
Well, he left eventually, but for 5 to 10 seconds, that made me think, like, is it legal to drive your vehicle on this path?
Well, it's for people to walk on, but some people come around here and park their vehicles. Some in which, I gotta get this, folks. Look at that. The second time I'm seeing this in 8 days.
That was a special surprise. And this time I was more lucky to get it closer to the parasailer. Yes, I did set the zoom on 6 while recording. The last time I had also set the zoom on 6, but from my point of view, the parasailer was nowhere near close to the clip that I recorded today of that folk. Before I got on that trail, I was discussing whether if it's legal or not to drive your motor vehicle on that path that takes you to this trail, because at the moment there are 2 vehicles, which both of them are trucks that have parked in that area. One of them which has plenty of camping gear, but yeah, that's strange. And a lot of the bikers that come up here don't have helmets. Well, unlike the regular traffic laws, in this trail the bike laws aren't as strict. It's only those that are under 18 that are required to wear helmets. That's strange, but yeah. And also, the Winter Olympics for this year has ended. The United States has won the second to the highest amount of medals in total. They won 33 medals, only behind Norway, who won 41 medals. That's all for the Olympics. Having said that, so the next thing now is the FIFA World Cup, which the States will be one of the 3 host countries. World Cup that will take place in June, though it is highly unlikely that I will be here at that point in time. Now, I was here when I watched the 22 World Cup that was in November, December. Watch for maintenance vehicle. It says, yeah, so he was allowed to drive on that path. It is very rare, but in some cases you may have to yield to maintenance vehicles for whatever work they do, and it is forbidden to ride a motorbike on this trail. I see that there's a bunch of fruits on this stand here, including watermelons and apricots, and yes, you can as well go on Zelle. It is not the preferred method though, but you can still use Zelle to pay for what's there, and I'm pretty sure that it's no longer active.
because right now it is 5:03 p.m. Now I'm just gonna make a trip to Best Buy just to see any Bose headphones. I'm gonna get a new one of these. I got, oh god, that sun is coming. Alright folks, just a moment. Yeah, well that's normal as the time of sunset approaches, but now I'm just gonna get in here. Some MagSafe cases for the iPhone. Oh wow, this is actually a cool pattern, and the pop sockets as well. So now I'll just have to see where the headphones are. So these are the Beats. So yeah, these headphones would work if you're using Aeroband for drum practice, and if you want to use these headphones, they would work. Though in the past I've had some issues with them, that they've been giving my left ear a lot of trouble. On a few occasions I have woken up in the morning with a totally congested left ear. And okay, yeah, so here's Bose, the Quiet Comfort. So this is pretty much that one that I'm talking about here.
A few moments later.
Fortunately, still got 3 or 4 of the black Bose headphones in store, but in terms of cost, the navy, whoa, this guy's going way too fast. Like, he was almost like that Tesla driver, like he was almost causing an accident. He was almost hitting that Infiniti SUV. From the set of colors that they have for the Quiet Comfort version, the Bose headphones, the navy blue color has the lowest price. That's at $299, whereas the black headphones are at $359. But the other day I lost it, so I would still want to get the new black set of those headphones. With the ultrasound version of the headphones being at $449, well, pricing doesn't always matter. Like, I could still get a new version of one that I lost. Before I got to the store, I heard an interesting thing on the radio about the history of phone calls. So March 10th, 1876 was the day that the first ever phone call was made in the entire planet. Now, quite found. Look at that. Buff cookies. Buffs. The coolest name for a cookie, Puff Cookies. So now I'm on YouTube, and I have found a video about Grand Canyon, and I want to give a shout out to this creator that, like, yes, it's some nice views of Grand Canyon, but I just want to give a shout out to Ezra Glisson. Yes, you can see this is Grand Canyon. Yeah, the nice view of Grand Canyon here. Ah, the view. Well, the reason why I'm giving a shout out to this channel is that the date that this was filmed was September 19th, 2025. That was exactly the same date that I was at the Grand Canyon. At the time that this video was filmed, I mean, I may not have been in the video, but at the time that this video was filmed, I was either walking on that trail or I was in the geology museum. But still, a big shout out to Ezra Glisson. This was the same day that I was at the Grand Canyon. September 19th, 2025. Wow. I went on YouTube, and I honestly, I thought, like, is this a coincidence? But I found that video, and I realized, wow, like that was the same day that I was at the Grand Canyon. Anyway, guys, so it's time to end it for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.